The official midpoint of summer, man.
Yeah.
And I've raced a little. Good news.
Oh, yeah. Did you get your motor back yet?
Mrs. Miller is making a trip to Hart's Machine Shop tomorrow morning to pick up the block. I believe all the parts are in. Saturday's going to be a crush. I don't know if I want to do that. Besides, I'm committed to another project on Saturday.
Does it involve hot dogs?
Yeah, buddy.
Looking forward to that.
I wonder if we get a free hot dog for being an official.
I could probably arrange that.
You think?
I think, yeah.
Will we have mustard?
Live from the Ron Miller Race Cars Hammer Down Racing Report studio, it's the Hammer Down Racing Report coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Tonight on the show, we'll be speaking to Great Lakes Super Sprint point leader, GLSS point leader Danny Sams III. He finished second at Fremont to Cole Macedo this weekend. And
that's a tough job. That's a tough job, man.
Yeah. We'll also have our weekend weather pit stop, and we'll be picking our participants for this weekend's hot dog race at Oakshade. So
we have a lot of entrants too.
Spinning the wheel. Yeah, one had to back out. I believe it was Ryan Clare who broke his wrist.
Oh no!
He entered, and then I got a message from him afterwards. Yeah, I broke my wrist in the
feature.
No! So yeah, unfortunate there. I went to Casey Noonan and offered him my bomber for that event,
and
he said no.
Really?
Yeah. His wife was trying to egg him on and doing it. He was like, I can't get in and out that quick. So anyway, Oakshade Raceway, where the fastest meet to race, racing every Saturday night. Follow them on social media. Visit oakshaderaceway.com. This weekend, a full show, plus that hot dog race sponsored by Nick Loy's Fix and Fab. We'll go over, once again, the details of that and pick our contestants and some alternates a little bit later in the show. Freeze Frame Photo has a special going, and I didn't write this down. I have it in the message here from him. As we have the Summer Nationals coming up.
We do.
And the pits will be open all day. That's 2 weeks from this weekend, I think.
17th?
16th?
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
OakshadeRaceway.com, the date's on there. He's got 4x6 prints for you drivers that you can autograph for the Summer Nationals, and anybody that orders a quantity of 50 or more will get them for 50 cents a piece.
Ooh.
So there you go. Doesn't matter if you're a late model modified Dominator Super Stock. Special is for everyone across the board. So I'm assuming if you wanted to get a bunch of pictures and you're a sportsman driver or a compact driver, you could probably get that deal as well.
Sure.
Yeah, so contact Charlie there at Freeze Frame Photos, 419-476-9978.
And as with everything Charlie does, I'm sure they'll look great.
Absolutely. Also, don't forget to check out Big D's Pizza, Subs, Ribs, Chicken, and more in Clyde, Ohio. Give them a call right now, 419-547-1444, or order online at Order Big D's Pizza. And you could probably have pizza by the end of the show. We're still working on doing a live show from out there.
Charlie says, "Yep, goes for everybody."
There you go. So, yep, that photo deal is for everybody. 50 by at least 50 prints, 4x6s. Get them; they'll each be 50 cents. So what? That's $25 for 50 pictures. That was a good deal. I did that math all by myself.
Scott, I was going to comment.
Was that awesome?
I had a mouthful of Propel. Otherwise, yeah, you beat me to it.
Got to thank Ron Miller Race Cars, Dominator Race Products, and Headhunters Barber Studio and Salon as well, sponsoring the show tonight. Before we get to our news, results, and everything else that's fun, including the hot dog race details and participants, how about we give our guest a call right now? We're going to do it anyways, so we don't have a choice. Look at that. Danny Sams the third. Again.
Hello?
Hey, is this Danny?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Danny, it's Scott Hammer, Ron Miller from the Hammer Down Racing Report. How's it going?
It's going really good.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to the show. You're live.
Congratulations on a good weekend.
Yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. It had its ups and downs for sure.
What, fifth at Hartford on Friday and second at Fremont on Saturday to Cole Macedo.
Oh, yes, sir, yeah.
So
we had Hartford in the bag until we lost the tire.
Did you have one of those deals where was it just a flat tire? I saw pictures from this weekend where like the tread was just peeling off.
No, we had a hole, something punctured the tire. We were half a track ahead on one of the cautions. It just started going down.
But obviously you finished 5th, so
yeah, we had to start like 16th or something after the caution, and we got back to 5th, so it wasn't too bad.
Car probably got a little tight.
Actually, we weren't able to get the bleeder back in it, so one side had a bleeder, one didn't, so we were gaining way too much stagger and all kinds of good stuff. It made the car hard to drive.
Okay, I thought you finished the race on a very low tire.
No, I had to come into the pits halfway through.
Gotcha. He's not. He didn't do. Was that Brian Shirley did that in the Summer Nationals? Yeah, that was last week. Brian Shirley. Anyways, so you're from North Point, Florida. Where do you reside during race season?
North Port, Florida. We fly back and forth every weekend.
Cow.
We just flew in this morning.
So where are you at right now then for the weekend?
We're in Elkhart, Indiana, at our shop.
Okay, so that's where you're based out of, and this weekend, what you got? I-96 tomorrow night.
Yes, sir, and then Butler
as well. Awesome.
I'm understanding that I-96 race could be historic, Scott.
Why is that?
It could be their last race ever.
What?
Yeah.
Is this breaking news that I don't know about?
Yeah, you better hit the button.
Oh, hold on. Some breaking news. What is this all about, Ron? You can't just bring that up.
Scott, as I understand it, the racetrack has been sold and it won't be used as a racetrack ever again. And they're kind of on a week-to-week thing right now. They're hoping that this weekend show is really big and they pack the place. It could very well be the end.
Wow, I did not. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, there's been quite a bit of talks with the owner and all kinds of stuff that's gone down. The series guys, actually, Barry Marlowe from GLSS is renting it and putting on the show this weekend. And no one's really sure what's going on, but it does sound like this could be the last weekend, at least for this year. It's hopefully not ever, but no one really knows what's going to happen. This could be it, and so everyone's a little worried.
Rumor mill has it that the facility has been sold to Copart, and it'll be a parking area, which is really sad because I-96 is one of my favorite racetracks. I love the place.
I know a lot of people that love that track.
Yep.
That sucks. Man, well,
sorry about that.
Yeah,
Danny.
Thanks for bringing us down. You can make history this weekend. Then you could possibly be the very last feature winner.
Yeah, that'd be incredible. That's what we're shooting for, at least.
Now you have a win there actually earlier this year with the Fast Series. How often are you running with the 410s?
Oh, this is my first year in a 410. I've got about 7 runs under my belt now. We've won 2 of them, and we're just trying to run as much as we can. Like every time we get a chance to do double duty, we're doing it. We're really focused on trying to win the 360 points title this year, and but we're wanting to move up, overall. And so every time we get a chance to run the 410, we have an off weekend or whatever, we do as much as we can. And that was one of the nights that I ran the 360 and the 410. I finished second in the 360 to Nate Dussel, and then I beat Nate Dussel in the Fast Series, and we did a little swapperoo deal there. But it's been really good. I've been pretty comfortable in the car, and I'm definitely still learning it. There's a big learning curve there. We're just trying to get me better, I guess you could say.
Gotcha. Is that is the 410 based out of the same shop then as your 360?
Yes.
Cool.
Where is Northport, Florida? I'm pretty familiar with Florida, but
it's I don't know if you know where Sarasota is.
I do.
It's about 40 minutes south.
Okay.
On the coast.
Are there alligators there?
I was going to say you're down near to the Everglades.
A little pretty far north of that. I'd say about an hour and a half north of that. But yeah, there's alligators everywhere.
Oh,
you don't have to worry about that.
Nice. So back to the sprint car thing, the 410. What other races do you have on your schedule for the 410 this summer?
Well, Butler, Saturday night, we're going to double duty down. And we more play that one by ear because, we're trying to focus on this 360. And every time the 360 rains out, we'll travel to go run the 410. It's just that one's more up in the air. We're going to try to hit some more all-star shows by the end of the year and just try to like see where we're at. But we're way ahead of our curve of what we thought we'd be, and we're just trying to keep it there. You know, it's pretty tough. We ran it at Fremont last weekend with the 360, and we qualified second overall to Cole Macedo again. And yeah, he's hard to beat. He knows that place well. And in the heat race, I went fourth to second and got taken out. But it's part of it. Went from the back of the B, made it into the A, and then passed probably 8 cars in the A. Nothing special, but you know, we learned a lot that night. And it's just every time we get to go out in the car, I learn so much. So, you know, I've gotten to drive on like all kinds of different tracks, slick, fast, heavy, whatever it is. I'm learning. So that's all we're trying to do in that car.
Do you have any thoughts of catching any of the Eldora races this summer?
Well, we were aiming to do a few of those, and then we weren't aiming to do the 360 points this year, and we ended up leading it somehow, and now we're kind of stuck there. We all decided, you know,
it's crazy the way that works out.
Try to go for it. And there's a few Eldora races on our schedule we had, and the other races had to take over those like 2 weekends ago and last weekend. So, but we're gonna try to go back there. I haven't ever got really good laps around there. Last time we got there, I had a rear end brake in practice, so I've got about 1 lap around that place.
Give us a little bit of background on your racing career. You're a pretty young driver. You were racing midgets. I came across a quarter-minute midget interview from like 10 years ago at Toledo. But give us a little background on how you've gotten to where you are now.
Well, I'm only 20 now, but I've been racing for 15 years. My dad got me into quarter midgets when I was about 4.5. You know, started practicing racing around 5. Ran those till I was like in a local in Tampa or a local area. So I was about 7. Then we went on the USAC tour with like Harrison Burton, Todd Gillen, like all the NASCAR drivers' kids, and you know that gave us some great exposure, and that was some tough racing. That is the toughest racing I think any kid could do to benefit themselves. It's the highest level of competition, I feel like, and we got to where I was getting a little older, but it was the same thing. We're trying to run as much as we could, so I got a dirt flat cart for when I wasn't running those, and I was racing on dirt. Well, the guy that was helping us with that bought us a mini sprint, and then the first year in that, we somehow won the championship and Rookie of the Year. So we're like, and now I'm 13 years old. We're like, well, let's try to get a sprint car. And I went and got emancipated and everything so I could drive one. And it was a 305, and we ran that. And I ran good with some 360s one time, and the guy that dynoed my 305 said, you know, I'll build you a 360 for parts cost. And, you know, it's still my family's car, so we sold a lot of everything we had, you know, trying to get this motor. When we first got it, and we ran third with USCS when I was 14 years old, you know, in the national points. So that kind of put us up there, and then we're still in my mom, dad's car, so we had a few motor problems. Ipso facto, couldn't run as much. We got back to going, and we came up here to Michigan with Connor, used to be my teammate, and when we turned some heads up here, got a good sponsorship deal, you know, after running 2 years up here, and we went on the national tour. And that was when I was in the East Mountain car, and you know, that was the best exposure and experience I could have gotten. So that was 2 years ago, and you know, we went all the way from coast to coast, California to North Carolina, and we learned the most we could. That was the toughest racing you can, and then that deal kind of fell apart, part of racing. And
was that when you finished 10th in points? Is that your rookie season there in the American Sprint Car Series?
Yeah, that was our main goal, and that was tough to do, even though it didn't sound like it. Just to make a show there was winning, you know, a local night. It was tough, and so I made good contacts with Rocky, my car owner now, Rocky Anderson. He's a great guy, and you know, he called me up after we lost that deal, and he's like, I want you to drive for me, and that was last year, and you know, we put together a pretty good season last year. We started off as like a 7th place car, and we worked our way up to where we weren't in the top 3. We weren't happy, and you know, we got to build off of that this year. We brought on Shannon from Home Pro Roofing for this year to help us out, you know, get the cars to the next level, and everything's really, really come together for us pretty good. We've been really happy as a team, and my dad and Robert and my mom have been really working hard. You know, it's still a family deal in a way. You know, We come up every weekend, and we put our time in and our effort. It's paid off pretty good this year.
Now, you finished third in the GLSS points last year. Pretty close battle this year. I think it was 3 points that you have the lead by. How big would the championship be for you?
It'd be really big because that'd be my first real sprint car championship, and it shows how far we come. And this year's been pretty close. Max was 4 points ahead going into last weekend. Now I'm 3 points ahead going into this weekend. It's a tight battle. We both have 2 DNFs. It's close. So it's all about consistency. We gotta the only feature counts for points. So we gotta put ourselves in position, keep the car in one piece all night and up front. And it's tough to do. You gotta keep yourself racing hard to stay up there. Because if you don't, you won't be up there. But you can't get yourself in trouble because none of the beginning of the night matters. It all matters at the end.
It seems like Barry Marlowe's a pretty straight up guy to race with.
He's great. He really is. He's a great guy that puts everything together. He's a guy you can come talk to. You got a problem, he'll try his best to fix it, and he listens. And he's a great promoter. He gets sponsors all together for these races. And, he's putting on this 96 race just because it was on our schedule. And he didn't want to cancel a week out. It's incredible stuff like that. Like, he really does put in his time and effort. He's a really good guy. We love racing with him.
I did not realize that he was putting on the show there at 96 this weekend. I know you're from Florida, and Barry's been working with the Sprints on Ice folks out of the New England area. Any chance coming back in the winter and running one of the Sprints on Ice shows?
Scott, he's from Florida.
I know. He's young though.
More than likely not, because of the Winter Nationals.
Okay.
We'll be down in Florida trying to race, running with the big guys. Because we can run 20 races down there before the season even starts. So we'll probably be more looking to do that. But, if someone else told me, you want to come up and run it, maybe it might be a possibility.
Now, do you make it to East Bay at all when you're down home?
Yeah, we get to go once a year in February, end of February, for the King of 360s and the All-Star Show.
All right. Well, when you get there, make sure you tell our good friend Larry Jewett, the announcer, that Hammer Down Racing Report said hello.
I'll make sure to say that.
Now, you got a couple wins this year in the GLSS series, Wayne County, Crystal. Realistically, what do you say your shots are, your chances are as far as winning the championship this year? Are you pretty confident?
I'm definitely confident in our car and team. A lot of it's going to fall into my hands on making it happen. And, we're going to have some luck on our side. There's luck still in racing. And, we've cut down 2 tires in the lead this year. So, stuff like that. If we can try to keep
and you're still in
and
you still have the point lead despite that.
Right. Yeah. That shows how quick we are and how we are consistent, but it's those things that are going to get us if we can't keep them from happening. And a lot of them are out of our control, and it's part of it. So we'll see what we can do, but I think we got a good shot if we can keep it all together. That's for sure.
Obviously your career is growing, wing or non-wing, your choice.
I'd probably have to stick with the wings, and, there's a lot too. I've got to do some non-wing last year, and it's a great thing because there's so much driving to it. But the wings, it's so technical. There's more money involved and bigger. I feel like it's a bigger environment. I've been a part of for longer. I feel like I could better myself faster than the non-wing. But I still love to run some non-wing racing.
I understand.
A trend with our guests in the past has been, after they've been on the show, the next race they go out and win. That's kind of trailed off recently, but we're hoping you can bring that back with the win tomorrow night.
Oh, we're definitely going to try. We're trying to, especially because of the last race in 96. That was my first win there this year with the 410. So if we can keep our pace up, the track comes to us, I feel like we'll have a good shot. The car stays together. That'll be our main thing. Not really sure the car count's going to be there, but if we get a good qualifying in and make the redraw, we're definitely in contention. So that's what we try to aim for every night, getting top 2 in the heat to make that redraw.
Any
then you're in
idea?
contention.
Any idea if that race is going to be streamed?
Ron wants to watch that.
No idea.
Okay.
I'll talk to Barry and find out.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're getting your feet wet in the 410. What's your ultimate goal in racing? Is it just to get up into like the World of Outlaws or the All Stars, or do you have ambitions beyond that?
Oh, every little kid dreams of going to NASCAR, and I'm still a kid. I feel like to dream of that, but obviously, make it to the Outlaws would be the biggest thing you could do in my series, my level of racing. And if we could get there, and if I was able to do something pretty good, the opportunities are endless. And it's the thing is trying to stay young and keep up with everyone else that's already made it there. It's tough, but if we can keep ourselves up front, opportunities will keep coming. And if we can make the best out of everything, you never know. It's the way of life.
Who are some other sprint car drivers that you kind of look up to?
Well, I mean, Jeff Gordon was like my idol. He came up through quarter midgets into sprint cars and then into NASCAR. I'm kind of following his path. He did it a lot sooner than I did, but I do like looking up to like Donnie Schatz, obviously, and Steve Kinser, like the older guys that, figured it out and, they were so dominant at times. And, to be able to do that takes something really special. And it's so hard to be dominant nowadays. Everyone's so fast. So, if you can figure out to do something like that, your name goes down in the books forever.
Excellent. And like Ron said, maybe your name will go down in the books forever at I-96 tomorrow night.
That'd be so cool. And we had him on the show, Scott.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Danny Sams the third, we appreciate the time tonight, and we wish you good luck tomorrow night and the rest of the season on that GLSS championship.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Make the Hammer Down guys proud of you.
I'll do my best. That's right.
Right.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys. Bye.
Yeah, we'll see you. There you go. Danny Sams the third, your point leader in the 360 GLSS Super Sprints there. Pretty cool deal. I got to turn this off. There we go. I forgot to mention, you're not wearing your shirt.
No, being the 4th of July weekend, I figured
wanted to do America?
I would wear my America shirt. And
well, this is red, white, and blue.
We will certainly have our Hammer Down shirt on next week.
Gotcha. Deborah got us, saw these shirts and apparently thought of us, so she got us shirts.
The shirt lady at Oakshade, concessions and all kinds of stuff.
She works the front gate there.
Right.
Yeah, with all the little knickknacks.
Right.
Racing things.
Memorabilia.
Souvenir. Yeah, that stuff. Okay. Moving on. A little bit, we'll be determining those Dominator Super Stock drivers that are going to compete for the $100, courtesy of Nick Loy's Fix and Fab, in the hot dog race at Oakshade Raceway. Before we get to that, though, we got some news to cover and some action from last weekend to go over. Attica Raceway Park is in action Friday night with the Attica Fremont Championship Series. The 410 winner, TJ Michael, first ever 410 win at Attica.
Really?
Yeah. We've had him on the show a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So congratulations to him. Oakshade Attica Late Model Championship Series, Rusty Schlenk. After, I believe he tried to make it out to Summer National race earlier that week and had motor problems. So good to see you got some kind of power plant back in there and picked up the win.
Did you see that Santa Claus came to visit him?
I did not.
He has a shiny new engine that just showed up today. So wherever he lands this weekend, look out.
Yeah. Your AFCS 305 winner at Attica last week was Jamie Miller. That was his third Attica win of the year. Limaland in action Friday night. Randy Hannigan won the NRA 360 Tim Allison Memorial. Todd Sherman won the modified feature, and Gabe Mueller picked up his third win of the season in the Thunderstocks. Your former Oakshade Raceway Dominator Super Stock champion, getting things done at Eldora, and
he has kind of a comfortable points lead
at Limaland. Yeah. Oakshade Raceway in action. Dusty Moore picked up the Oakshade Attica Late Model Challenge Series win. He was pretty happy about that.
Oh, he was
very excited.
I'll tell you what, that was a very, very convincing win, too. Boy, I'm telling you, he was on a rail.
Carter Murday picked up his second Sportsman feature win of the year. Dylan Burke picked up his very first Dominator Super Stock A-Main feature win, led from flag to flag. Eric Carr won the compact A-Main. Danny Schaefer, Super Stock B-Main winner, and Chris Yoakum picked up.
Where did Scott Hammer finish in
the compact B-Main?
Where did Scott Hammer finish in the Super Stock?
He finished third.
That was a pretty good race.
Podium finish. It's all right. It's all right. Still haven't gotten to where Dylan was, so.
Maybe you'll get to start on the front row inside instead of the front row outside.
Yeah, maybe. And then the outside will be the faster lane. That'd be my luck. Fremont Speedway, Saturday night as well with the AFCS 410s. Greg Wilson picking up the win there. As we mentioned earlier in the Great Lakes Super Sprint Series, Cole Macedo picking up the 360 win at Fremont. And the 305s, Paul Weaver picking up his 66th career win at Fremont Speedway. Sandusky Speedways, Saturday, it was Matt Marlowe picking up the win in the modifieds. And Clay Lusk, I believe, was the beginner stock winner. And Rich DeWitt Jr., I believe, was the pure stock winner.
You believe?
I believe. I'm not 100%.
You're the one that's got the notes.
Yeah, I know. But Bob Stazak left me a message, and I deleted it before I wrote everything down, so I was kind of going by memory for that. So I apologize. Montpelier Motor Speedway, Saturday night action there. Michael Magic won the Midwest Thunder Midgets feature event. How cool of a name is that? Michael Magic.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's. Derek Losh was the modified winner at Montpelier. Garrett Bradley won the Super Stocks. And Raleigh Hayter. No. That was 2 weeks ago.
Well,
apparently I have a typo for the Street Stock winner. Markham. Something Markham won the Street Stocks feature there at Montpelier. Flat Rock Speedway. Greg Stude picked up the win in the Corrigan Race Fuels 100 Street Stock feature. Taylor Papineau was the winner in the Street Stock B-Main. Matt Kemp won the MCR Dwarf Car feature event. And Race Metapedigan.
You did it, Scott.
Got the 250 Enduro win. I've been practicing his name all week.
Very good.
Yes. Eldora Speedway, Saturday night. Dylan Westbrook won the NRA Sprint Invader 360 feature. Jonathan Taylor won the Modifieds. And Rob Trent picked up the win in the Super Stocks. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series was in action last Thursday night at Lernerville. Mike Marlar picking up the win there. He also picked it up Friday as well. Saturday, the big winner, Tim McCready. He won the Firecracker 100 finale. World of Outlaw, NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars at Houston Speedway, the High Bank Nationals Thursday. Buddy Kofoid picked up his very first World of Outlaw sprint car feature win.
Sky's the limit for that kid, I'm telling you.
I mean, he's running NASCAR trucks periodically. Who knows? Someday.
Kyle Larson, the second.
Kyle Larson, the second. Okay. Friday night, Carson Macedo picked up the win at the Houston High Bank Nationals. Sheldon Hodenshield. Did you see this, by the way, on Saturday night, the finale of the High Bank Nationals?
I did not.
Kofoid was battling for the lead, and I lost my place here. Sheldon Hodenshield was ripping the high side,
right,
while the other two were battling on the inside. I forget who Kofoid was battling with for the lead, but last lap, he came flying around the outside and passed both of them. And Hodenshield picked up the win. It was pretty exciting finish there. The Case Construction late models for the World of Outlaws were at Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55 on Friday and Saturday. Dennis Erb Jr. picking up those wins. Sunday, it was Brandon Shepard picking up the win at Belle Claire Speedway in Illinois. ARCA Menards Series, Sammy Smith picking up the Menards 250 at Elko Speedway. SRX Series action, Tony Stewart picked up the win at South Boston. Lots of pissed off drivers in that. We have a
yes, there were.
Little video we'll show you here in just a little bit from that event. NASCAR Cup action, Chase Elliott won the Ally 400 at Nashville Super Speedway after a rain delay. I think I stayed up and watched it, but I was half asleep, so I don't remember it.
Sure.
Yeah. The Xfinity race on Saturday was won by Justin Allgaier. That was the Tennessee Lottery 250. And trucks also at Nashville Super Speedway on Friday night. Ryan Preece picked up the Rackley Roofing 200 win. Other notes, UMP Summer Nationals. Last Thursday, Tanner English picked up the win at Spoon River Speedway in Illinois. Friday night, Dennis Erb Jr., as we mentioned, picked up Friday and Saturday. That was the World of Outlaws versus the Summer Nationals deal there at Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55. Tuesday night, Tyler Erb led from flag to flag, Red Hill Raceway. And last night's action, a little bit of a weird deal there.
Sort of didn't happen.
It kind of happened, but not for UMP Summer Nationals. The Summer National part was canceled. Something about the track was not good. The track hadn't been in use for since 2014,
right.
And I believe that was the same
years.
kind of deal with Red Hill Raceway. I believe that was another track they were resurrecting. But we'll talk more about the Benton Speedway deal here in just a bit. Before we get to that, I want to mention Dominator Race Products and their new Outlaw nose kits and vented metal wheel covers at DominatorRaceProducts.com. Check them out there. They have body components for late models, modified sprint cars, street stocks, and much more. Call them 419-923-6970. And you can also get Dominator Race Products through Romular Race Cars and other reputable and non-reputable dealers across the
Come
U.S.
out to Oakshade Saturday night, and
you might see some Dominator Race Products on the Ocho.
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to seeing that myself. Speaking of Ron Miller Race Cars, give Ron a call, 734-856-7223. Race cars, parts, safety equipment, service, everything a racer needs. Body work, oil, filters.
Yeah, all that stuff that
tires.
Scott uses.
You had tires. You had some asphalt tires in the shop there.
Right. Tires for Sandusky Speedway.
Is that what it is?
Legal on all their weekly classes.
Very good. Were those brand new tires or were they used tires?
They were recaps.
Okay. I didn't look at them that close.
They were Towel City tires.
I didn't know they made
really
recap.
nice looking tires.
Yeah. Very cool. Just a few news items here, and then we'll get to our how many and our hot dog race contenders. And we'll tell you what that's all about here. So if you're wondering what the hell's a hot dog race and you haven't been listening to us, we'll let you know. So Tony Stewart was being Tony Stewart-ish after the heat races and the SRX action on Saturday. I recorded it and watched it back on Sunday morning, and this is what took place and the interview that went with it, and a couple of good words went out over broadcast TV. That was the part I was most happy about.
Take a look at what happened moments ago, right after they got out of their car. Tony Stewart coming over to talk to Ernie Francis Jr., visibly upset.
So those of you listening to us on the podcast, Tony Stewart's in the face of Ernie Francis Jr. there, and kind of was yanking him from the back of the collar there.
Uncle Tony to Ernie just now.
Well, they've pissed off Uncle Tony right now, so they're about ready to get a dose of it that they don't want. So, trust me, I know every dirty trick and got it in my bag. I mean, when you're following somebody and a guy's on the outside, and as soon as he gets clear, he just turns down across, that's the dumbest shit you can do, I swear to God. It's like, I'm just done playing nice with everybody. It's like anybody that touches me, I'm touching back ×5. So just done jacking with some of these clowns. And he's way more talented than doing the stupid shit that he just did out there. And that's probably what ticked me off the most. It's like I try to race these guys all with respect and give them room. And we got cars we got to run the next 4 weeks in a row. And to have guys making stupid mistakes just pisses you off.
You know, I'm not gonna take that from him. You know, I know he's the boss, but you know, Rubin's racing out there. He got up on my inside. I didn't see him there. I was too wide with Andretti and someone else. I turned down, didn't see his car in there the last second. You know, for him to hit me under caution, that's kind of a dirty move there. You know, that's kind of stuff that Paul Tracy does. For him to come in and come after me and push me around after that, you know, I'm not going to take that from him.
I don't know. I'm kind of liking this year, the SRX series.
Yeah.
Things are heating up there. But and props to CBS for staying with the interview with Tony Stewart, even after he sweared once.
Well,
that was great.
What would they expect?
Well, that's true. Matty D was a little upset with Ty Majeski, among some other drivers in Friday night's truck race. You know, he's been racing with the Truck Series full time this year after losing his full time ride in the Cup Series.
Right.
And he's basically come to the conclusion that the only way to race those drivers is just to wreck them. So it's not worth talking to. This is what Matty D had to say.
I don't know what goes through somebody's mind to go, I'm going to go 4 wide on the bottom on entry to 3 where you have an angle straight at all of us and you take out some good trucks. So I have no idea what some of the guys are thinking. To be honest, I don't even have an answer. Some of these guys race with such disrespect. I mean, I about got fenced early in the race by the 42 for no reason, and he does that. It's like, just use your head. So yeah, it's more than conversation. One, it's, I don't know, threaten them to and just start crashing them, just wreck them. There's no way you can deal with that other than being like, they can race everybody else in the field however they want, that's fine, but I have no tolerance for just pure stupidity, especially when my guys work so hard. This was, one of our nicer trucks, and here we go, it's crashed, and now we're out of our nicer truck from just stupidity. It wasn't even a racing deal, it was just, I was talking to Corey, we were like, what was he doing? I have absolutely no idea. I guess just start crashing them. I don't know, it's not even worth a conversation.
Is that the answer? Just crash them?
Scott, rubbin's not racing. We've talked about that before. It's a line from a darn movie.
It's about time they make a sequel to that, too, since they did Top Gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'd watch it. Probably 2 or 3 times.
2 major streaming partners have come together.
Mav TV.
No, sorry, I was looking at the comments there. Yes, Flow Sports and Mav TV, they've announced a partnership just earlier today, as a matter of fact. Mav TV Plus content will now be provided through the Flow Racing platform under the Mav TV on Flow Racing banner. Mav TV Plus subscribers will continue to receive Mav TV programming through the 26th of July. After that, they will have to subscribe to Flow Racing for that same content. So, cool deal for Flow Racing.
Yeah.
I mean, they got their coverage is pretty good, and they have a lot out there, and this just kind of adds to their...
Flow has been good. I haven't been that impressed with Mav recently. Hopefully...
I haven't watched much on Mav.
Hopefully this brings their game up a bit.
Yeah, we shall see. And last news story I have is about the Summer Nationals pulling out of the event last night at Benton Speedway in Missouri due to poor track conditions. As I mentioned, that track had sat dormant since 2014. I guess I saw a local TV station out there had an interview. They had Sam Driggers from UMP on there saying basically the track was too bumpy and they didn't want to junk a bunch of cars, especially since they have a lot more Summer National races to go.
Yeah, I don't think they've quite reached the midpoint yet.
Yeah, but I guess they still ended up racing there. They had racing, just wasn't the Summer National.
The same guys that
sanctioned.
The same guys that couldn't race on it because it was too rough raced on it.
Yeah. Yeah, and track prep has been a big story recent.
It really has.
This year especially.
Amazing you should bring that up,
I
Scott.
know. It goes into next week on the show. I was speaking with Robert Platford of Eldora Speedway, the facilities manager down there. He's in charge of track prep. We're going to have him on the show next week and kind of talk about what actually goes into track prep, and how do tracks make how do they make the track racy, and what are other tracks
and I hope he can man up. I hope he can man up and tell us how things can go wrong too.
Yeah, exactly. So looking forward to that next week on the Hammer Down Racing Report.
Very good.
So how about we do this hot dog race? Should we talk about what it is and everything before we determine who our participants are going to be?
Yeah, and I have a question once you go over the basic rules.
And sometimes I'm making up the rules as we go here because sometimes people are like John Young had mentioned, if they're drinking the pop and it starts going down the side of their face, well, that's going to be a infraction, and we'll just make them start over and drink a whole new cup.
Ooh.
Yeah. How you like that? So anyways, hot dog race. For those of you not familiar, we got this idea from Sandusky Speedway. Guys over there have been doing this for a while. We're going to try and figure out how to do this on the dirt. And what we are going to do is at Oakshade Raceway this Saturday night, we're going to have our very first hot dog race out there.
This Saturday.
This Saturday night, yes.
You need to be there to watch, folks.
Yeah, it could, no idea what's going to happen. Anyway, we've been asking for, we tried to come up with a way to pick their participants in this because only 2 racers can participate. So we solicited drivers. They filled out a form, and they're going to be on this the wheel here. We're going to spin the wheel in just a moment with all these names on it to determine the 2 competitors and 2 alternates in case for some reason the primary 2 competitors can't make it, car problems, or they're not going to be there, whatever. So we will be drawing that here shortly to determine who will be competing for the $100 courtesy of Nick Loy's Fix and Fab. Thanks again to Nick Loy's for putting up the money to make this event happen, because otherwise we didn't really have any incentive other than you get to a hot dog and a pop. So the deal is we'll take 2 drivers. We'll bring them out to the front stretch. We'll start them from a dead stop, basically like a drag race kind of deal. We'll just kind of drop our hands, boom. They go around for a lap. They come back. Once they get back to the start-finish line, they have to stop, get out of their cars.
At the start-finish line.
At the start-finish. Well, as close to, we're going to have a hot dog and a pop up on the front stretch wall. So probably as close to that they can get would make the most sense, because they're going to have to get out of their car, unbuckle, get out, take their helmet off. They will have to eat the hot dog, bun included, and drink a cup of pop. And I think we're going with grape soda.
Really?
We're going with something fun. Yeah.
Very visual.
Yeah, grape or maybe some red.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and you must drink the entire cup. We'll have, and I'll probably be watching over that and make sure that everything's eaten and the drink is actually drinked.
Yeah.
Drinked.
That they actually drink the drink.
Yes, thank you. And then clear them to go back to their cars. We're going to have Ron and Joe Nicoloy is going to be our other official. They're going to make sure that when the driver gets back to their car, they've got their helmet buckled, their seats buckled, and they also, you have to have a receiver in as well, because it's possible that, one driver may be real quick at eating the hot dog and the other one's slow, so the other one's coming around to finish the race while the other guy's still buckling in there on the front stretch. Right. So we want to keep things safe. And then, so they basically eat the hot dog, get buckled in, and then do one more lap, and whoever finishes that second lap is the winner.
Okay, now...
So it's pretty simple.
One little technical point. A lot of racers foolishly don't run the substrap that connects between their lap belt. What if... does that have to be fastened?
You're the official. You and Joe, so that's a question for you.
Okay. It's something we need to discuss.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
Well, you better get one.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. And again, this is the first time we're doing it, so we're trying to work out the bugs.
Sure.
We can't possibly foresee everything that may come up with it, but we're hoping it's going to be fun. So, with that being said, how about we go to our... we'll call it the Big D's wheel.
Okay.
We're not giving away Big D's, but it's the same wheel. And we'll add this to the thing here. And you may or may not be able to see those names, but that's everybody that had entered. And we're going to give that thing a spin. The first...
Dan Dipman, Haley Dipman, Hunter Schaefer, Chris Blykamp, Tim Zuver, Greg Detrey. There's a blast from the past. Yeah. John Young, Donovan Paskin,
Harriet Callahan,
Jaden Blykamp, and back to Dan Dipman.
So there you go. So the first 2 we will pick will be
the primary contestants.
There we go. So give them that sucker a spin. And it's going to be...
Haley Dipman.
Haley Dipman will be our first contestant. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. So we'll take her out because she's already in there. We're going to spin it again. This will be our other primary contestant. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
No! I thought it was going to be
Oh.
Dan. I thought it was going to be a
I thought that was
father-daughter
gonna be a
racer.
family thing.
Hunter Schaefer will be our other competitor. So it'll be Haley versus Hunter in the hot dog race. And unless one of those two drivers are unable to make it, we'll pick our alternatives here.
So we got Haley and Hunter in the hot dog race.
Yes, that's a lot of H's.
Yes, it is.
So this is for our first alternate. Should Haley or Hunter not be able to make it. Again, it just skips over Dan. Chris Blykamp will be our first alternate. And one more alternate here. Final time. And again, it goes back. Tim Zuber is our second alternate. So those will be our competitors in our very first hot dog race, sponsored by Nick Loy, Fix and Fab.
And probably not our last, Scott.
I hope not.
I've got a hunch this is going to be popular.
Yeah. If we have time, maybe we'll give our two primary contenders a call. They don't know that we're calling them, but
Right.
you want to do that? If we have time at the end of the show?
Sure, why not?
All right. Well, let's bust through our how many here. A chance to win some Big D's pizza. Actually, first we'll take care of last week's winner. Last week's how many GLSS 360 sprints will be at Fremont this past Saturday.
Yeah.
That number was 22. I picked 25. You picked 26, I do believe. So I got you there. So good job, me.
fine.
Yay. Our listener winner was actually Dean Henry, but since he owns Big D's, he can have pizza whenever he wants. So we went next closest, and we had a three-way tie. John Young and Matt Swander both picked 24, and James Miner picked 22. So they were both two off in either direction. So once again, we are going to spin the wheel of the Big D's pizza wheel.
Now, what did James Miner guess?
20.
Okay. You said 22, so you must.
22 was was the actual number.
Okay.
I think this is the right one. Yeah, that's
Yep.
the right one. Okay. So we'll bring that in here.
Give the Big D's pizza wheel a spin.
Here we go.
Scott.
This is for a Big D's pizza. You have 30 days to claim your pizza. And it's going to be Matt Swander, who will most likely donate it to first responders like he does. And Dean Henry does give those to first responders as well. So we'll wait and see what Matt says there. So congratulations, Matt. This week's how many? A chance to win a Big D's pizza. How many Fast 410s will be at Waynesfield on Sunday? Waynesfield back in action on Sunday night.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. So, and Dave Kemper says the GLSS race is not streamed, but Jeff Converse videoing the show. So you don't get to watch it live.
Okay.
So if you want a chance to win a Big D's pizza, put your guess in the comments of our Facebook Live or YouTube Live. Either one will count, and whoever's closest will get that Big D's pizza. If we have a tie, we'll spin the Big D's pizza wheel, just kind of like we did tonight.
Twice,
for two separate reasons. So, yeah, Fast 410s at Waynesfield. Pretty wide variety of numbers here. I'm going to go with nobody else is really racing Sunday, are they?
Right. But they are the third one out of the box.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to go with 29. 29 is going to be my number.
Oh, boy. I'm going one over you.
I believe they raced last night at Atomic.
I'm going one over you, Scott.
You're going 30?
Yes, sir.
Why not just go 35? It's your car number.
Why would I do that when I can go one over you?
All right. So we'll give you until, we'll say, noon on Sunday. So if you're listening to us on the podcast on Spotify or iHeart or Apple Podcasts, you have time. Just head on over to our Facebook Live video and put your guess in the comments, and you'll be entered as long as it's before noon on Sunday, noon Eastern this Sunday.
Sounds good to me.
We got Ryan Weekman with the Weekend Weather Pit Stop coming up here. Talk about your weekend Big D's Pizza racing menu tomorrow night. Lots of racing action going on tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. Four different events to choose from. Toledo Speedway is going to be in action with the school bus figure 8. They also have boat race figure 8, flagpole race, regular figure 8s, factory stocks, and the late model sportsman. Gates open at 5, racing at 7. General admission for adults $21. $21 if you pay ahead, I believe. Lima Land Motorsports Park also in action with the T&D Interiors Firecracker Friday. That features the NRA 360 Sprint Invaders, UMP Modifieds, Thunder Stocks as well. Gates open at 5, racing at 7:30. General admission for adults, $12 there. Sandusky Speedway. It's the Renegade Rumble on Friday night. They got two nights of racing this weekend. Friday night, first night for them with the Renegade Rumble, the North Coast Stock Series, and the Beginner Stocks. Racing will start at 7:30 at Sandusky. General admission, $1. Hot dogs,
Wow.
$1. Beer and Pepsi products, $1.
Really?
Yeah, pretty cool deal there.
Ooh.
Attica Raceway Park, Fan Appreciation Night. 410 Sprints, late models 305s, gates open at 5, racing at 7:45, and general admission just $10 at Attica for that show. Moving to Saturday night, Oakshade Raceway. It'll be featuring the Nicolay Fix and Fab Hammerdown Racing Report Hot Dog Race.
Hot dog.
Late model Sportsman, Dominator Super Stocks, and Compacts all in action. Gates open at 4, racing at 7. General admission $14 there. Fremont Speedway will be hosting Willie's Sales and Service Night. 410s, 305s, dirt trucks, and the Great Lakes traditional sprints, the non-wing sprints there. Gates open at 4, racing at 7 at Fremont. Sandusky Speedway, again, night number 2 for them. They'll have the MSS Super Modifieds in action on Saturday night, plus the North Coast Stock Series, Renegades, Beginner Stocks. Gates open at 4, racing at 7, and adult general admission $18 on Saturday at Sandusky. Flat Rock in action with the Vintage Racing Organization Association Modifieds, Outlaw Super Late Models, and Figure 8s. Gates open at 5, racing at 7. Adult general admission $15 at Flat Rock. Montpelier is off this weekend, so no racing at Montpelier this weekend. And then Sunday, as we mentioned, Waynesfield Raceway Park. It's the Jack Hewitt Classic featuring the Fast 410 Sprints. Boss non-wing sprints in action as well. Gates will open at 4:30, racing at 7, and $18 for adult general admission tickets there at Waynesfield on Sunday for that event. Other series action this weekend, we have the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars will be racing the Independence Day Spectacular at Cedar Lake Speedway in Wisconsin. That's tomorrow and Saturday, Friday and Saturday night. The Tezos All-Star Circuit of Champions will be at Lernerville Speedway. That's Wednesday, the 6th of July. So they've been off since Ohio Sprint Speed Week. That'll be their first race back in action. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series are going to be at Florence Speedway for the 36th annual Ralph Latham Memorial Night. That's actually tonight, as a matter of fact. Portsmouth Raceway Park tomorrow night, the 1st of July. Muskegon County Speedway Saturday and Sunday, July 2nd and 3rd. Davenport Speedway on Wednesday, July 6th. And Deer Creek Speedway next Thursday night, July 7th. SRX Series is at Stafford Speedway in Connecticut on Saturday. That'll be on CBS at 8 o'clock. NASCAR Cup Series will be racing the Quick Trip 250 presented by Jockey Made in America at Road America. That'll be Sunday at 3 o'clock on USA Network. NASCAR Xfinity Series will be running the Henry 180 at Road America on Saturday, 2:30. That'll also be on USA. NTT IndyCar Series will be running the Honda IndyCar 200 at Mid-Ohio on Sunday. That'll be at 12:30 on NBC. And Summer Nationals action, we mentioned Fayette County Speedway tonight, Paducah International Raceway in Kentucky tomorrow night, Friday night, Clarksville Speedway in Tennessee on Saturday, Lincoln Speedway in Illinois on Sunday, July 3rd, Charleston Speedway in Illinois on Tuesday, the 5th of July, and then back at Fayette County Speedway again on Wednesday, July 6th, and next Thursday night, Macon Speedway in Illinois on Thursday, July 7th.
A lot of racing, Scott.
That is a lot of racing. So if you're headed out to any of the local tracks, here's Ryan Weekman with your weekend weather pit stop forecast.
Here is your WTOL 11 pit stop weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Ryan Weekman. Friday, little bit interesting for our races after we've had some easy weekend goes at it. There will be some scattered showers that are going to try to develop late in the afternoon, early in the evening for Friday. I think Limaland, Sandusky, and Attica have the biggest potential for some scattered showers. Toledo in better shape for race time there. All the races Saturday and Sunday, just hot, mild. Those look dry. Should be a fun weekend of racing over the 4th of July weekend. Everybody be safe, have fun, stay hydrated as temperatures will be very warm. I'm WTOL 11 meteorologist Ryan Weekman.
And Ryan records that on Thursday mornings for us. I believe that chance of rain has been diminishing for tomorrow night. So I think our Friday night tracks all around the area should be okay. But I'm not Ryan, so don't listen to me. Before we get on out of here, we're going to call up our two contestants for the hot dog race here. Let's give Haley a call. One of these sheets I have phone numbers. So Haley Dittman was our first competitor. She's also, we've had her on the show before, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Of course, I don't have lines, so I have all these numbers. I'm going to call the wrong person. Okay, there we go. Now, these people don't know we're calling. This is going to be a surprise for them. So, surprise!
Well, they should be watching the show,
They should.
Scott.
I know, right? 50. All right. Let's hope they gave us real numbers, too. If not, they're disqualified.
That's it. Pick another one.
Hey, I still got the wheel going over there.
Hello?
Hey, is this Haley?
Yes, sir.
It sure sounds like Haley.
It's Scott Hammer Rod Miller
sure
from the Hammer Down Racing Report. Have you been watching?
Not tonight. We're about going ready to get working on the race car.
Well, you need to get working on it because you are
in the hot dog race.
You're in the hot dog race.
Awesome.
You are the number one pick.
Are there?
I'm the number one.
Yeah.
Lucky me.
Any special prep that you'll be doing in anticipation of this event?
Making sure that I don't flip the clutch on a burnt transmission because I get to drive Dad's car for this, not mine.
Okay. I think Joe was going to put in an extra $50 for anybody that threw up in their helmet. Does that sound appealing to you?
Ooh, I mean, as long as if he cleans it out, yes.
Okay. I don't know that that's part of the deal, but you'll have to take that up with that. He also wanted to have them an extra $100 if they finished on their roof or backwards.
Oh,
I thought that might be some safety issues there. So
Haley could handle that one.
Yeah, but
I could do backwards, not on the roof. That one's a little tricky.
Yeah, I don't know that that'd be worth $100 either. Might cost more to fix that, but
right. I don't know if you could do that elegantly.
Yeah. So you'll be using the 07 car then on Saturday.
I will be.
Okay. Does Dan know about this yet?
He does now. He's sitting in the truck with me.
Okay. All right.
Did you guys draw the second one yet? Because hopefully you guys don't pick him.
It almost landed on him. It went just past him.
It almost landed on you.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so close.
Hunter Schaefer is going to be your competitor.
Oh, fun.
I have not spoken with Hunter Schaefer, so we're going to give him a call next. But we just wanted to let you know, and we'll see you down on the front stretch just before intermission. Do you want to ask about the belt?
Yeah, well, I'm sure Dan is very fussy, so he will have the sub strap in. That has to be connected when you buckle back up.
Do what? The subs?
Yeah.
The one that goes between your legs.
The crotch belt, hon.
Oh, yeah, the crotch belt. That's fine. Yep.
And we'll have a little driver's meeting before the race to go over the rules again and everything. So we'll see you out there.
And there will be an official watching to make sure that it's all done properly.
Several officials, yes.
All righty.
All right, Haley.
Sounds good to me.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
Now you got to practice getting buckled up quickly.
There you go. And eating hot dogs. And do you like grape pop or red pop?
I think Great Pop should go down smoother. Red Pop, I might have a little indigestion with that one.
I think
Red Pop
Red
it
Pop
is.
it is, yeah. All right. Red Pop it is.
That's what they just said. It's an extra $50 to throw up in your helmet.
There you go. There you go. All right, Haley, we'll see you Saturday.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, there's Haley. Let's give Hunter a call here. Who his number is actually right underneath it here. Well, we'll do this. Why does it look like I have too many numbers?
I don't know.
Maybe he'll be disqualified if it's not the right number. Nope, it came out to the right amount of numbers.
Who did the prep work, Scott?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
What is that?
5172.
Okay, well, he's from the 517 area code. Let's try him again one more time. Let's see if it goes to voicemail.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Well, we'll leave him a voicemail.
5172.
5172.
9 is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time.
Whoa, this
Goodbye.
could we may have to choose someone else.
I don't know.
Or we might have to go to one of the alternates.
We'll have to find out.
Chris Blykamp will be the first alternate. So I have his email address here too. So if I can't get a hold of Hunter Schaefer, Chris Blykamp will be in competition against Haley then. So
That'd be fun.
We won't give him a call. Charlie Orns wants to know: do they get a crew member to help them buckle up, or do they buckle up? They buckle up by themselves.
Yes.
We'll have Ron and Joe Nicolay will be the two officials that will make sure that they're buckled in before they're able to be sent off for that second lap. So wear your glasses.
Yeah. Oh, I can see that.
So yeah, there you go. That's about it for this edition of the Hammer Down Racing Report. Thanks to our associate producer Dave Kemmer and contributors Matt Swander, John Young, Doug Dock, and Bob Stazak. As we mentioned earlier, next week on the show we'll have Robert Platford, the facilities manager from Eldora Speedway, talking about track prep, and we'll see about getting another racer on, maybe somebody who wins over the weekend.
Maybe our hot dog race winner.
Maybe our hot dog race winner. Who knows? No Hammer Down hotline playback for this week. If you want to call and leave us a message, actually, if Hunter's listening and wants to call and leave us a message, that might be a good idea. 419-318-3081. It's 419-318-3081. Feel free to call, leave a message anytime. We'll play it back on the show. The only calls we got this week were
about your car warranty.
Telemarketers. Actually, they were just nothing. It's like 41 seconds of complete silence.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get it. It's weird. So, yeah. Make sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Hammer Report, YouTube as well. Listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Check us out at HammerdownRacingReport.com. Our store is on there. You can listen to our shows. If you want to be a sponsor, that information's on there as well. Make sure to rate and review us as well. There's a review from like a year and a half ago. I think it's on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
It just says dog barking, very unprofessional.
Really?
Yeah, that one keeps popping up. Someone leave a review. I don't care if it's bad. I just am sick of seeing that same review. Any other review other than that would be good.
That came in on Twitter.
That was an Apple Podcast review. That was back when we were doing everything remote.
Right.
And you had the dogs issue in the background.
My alarm system.
Your alarm system, yes. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. Oakshade Raceway, Big D's Pizza, Ron Miller Race Cars, Freeze Frame Photos, Dominator Race Products, and Headhunters Barber Studio and Salon.
Don't know if you caught it in the comments section, but Dave Gumby Jr. says your car will be ready tomorrow.
I did not catch that. That was good to know.
Scroll back up just a little bit.
Nick Loy's on board with the red pop there, so that's good.
All right. There you go.
Oh, I did tell Joe we'd maybe give him a call. I think we're done.
We're done.
We're done. We'll talk. We'll put Joe on the microphone Friday.
Yes, we will.
Saturday. Whenever there it is. There's the hay hammer. Your car will be done tomorrow. Yay!
Yay!
The Ocho may have a new look this weekend. Looking forward to it. So very cool. Again, we'll be back next Thursday.
And don't screw it up, Scott.
I'll try not to. Can't guarantee anything. Warranty expires as soon as it leaves your garage, right?
As soon as the front wheels hit the trailer ramps. Done.
So if I drive it home from your place, then it's still under warranty? And if I drive it out to Oakshade?
Yeah. I'd pay to see that.
Again, get out, support your local track this weekend. Hot dog race going on at Oakshade. Yeah, you got asphalt, dirt. You got tons to choose from. Ought to be a good weekend. It's going to be warm, though, so drink plenty of water. So, we're out. We'll see you next week, or maybe Saturday for the
Hope to see you Saturday.
Yeah. I'll see me. I'll see you, too.
Yeah.
All right, we're out. See ya.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.